What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Thursday, November 14th, 2024. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Appreciate you all. Hope everybody's week is going great, like always. Love you guys. Thanks for being here with me. Let's take a look at Thursday. We are on the eve of a full moon in Taurus and definitely feeling that full moon build up as it is Scorpio season with the sun coming to 23 degrees. But that moon is coming into exaltation in Taurus today, and definitely a good time to get into our senses, kind of focus our emotions onto what actually feels good, like the touch, taste, smell senses, all these different things and how our body is reacting to different transformations, mutations, also just finding deeper passions and realizing too, what's valuable and going deeper into the things that are valuable, and also cutting ties in life with things that are not bringing good return, a good, good value into our life. So we're getting met intensely with Venus squaring the nodes, not exact, but still squaring the nodes. We're getting met deeply with big decisions as Saturn is stationing, dispositing Venus, and Venus dispositing this moon and the South Node. Big time decisions about our values, about relationships, about our own self-accountability. And I think being willing right now to make decisions that are going to be better for us long term. And, for better or for worse, these are fated times. So don't put too much pressure on yourself, and cause too much of a burden to make the perfect decisions right now. But you do have to make decisions, and just trust your instincts, trust your gut, trust your body. The things in life that are, making you feel good, they're good. The things in life that aren't making you feel good, well, they're not good. It's kind of simple like that to an extent, but then there's also, the Neptune and Saturn aspect in Pisces, where it's almost we do have to be real, because we can't just be numbing out with feel good substances. This has to be kind of concrete, real. I'm feeling good about this in my life, so it's good. Not I feel good about this because I'm wasted, right? You know what I'm saying? Not that I think anybody here is wasted, but I just want to put that disclaimer out there too, because I think that's an important level to this. When we're in a sort of sober mindset, sober self, doing what feels good and making decisions. And I feel like they're kind of hard decisions, and we don't want to be stuck in limbo. We really just want to go for quality right now, and really find that self-love, self-worth, and act on it, and not be afraid of, I think, having something better. It's almost like we could in some ways be a little timid or worried that our security, if we take maybe a risk, won't be fulfilled, won't be met. So that's sort of where this full moon's building up, and especially with Uranus tomorrow, we got to kind of make some unique twists and adjustments, and try to innovate in our lives to create more value. Now, this could be with a person, this could be with a place, this could be with a thing, this could be about our career, our just our legacy in some ways too, and sort of our life purpose and what we're here to do, but who we're here to do things with, and who we keep in our circle. I mean, it's the 14th of November, 5 days from Pluto coming into Aquarius. Saturn's going to station in, Saturday morning, early, right after the full moon. There's a lot sort of at play. We're starting to see the sun not only oppose Uranus tighter and tighter, but also starting to trine over to Neptune and Pisces. And we're also seeing Mercury in pre-retrograde shadow start to trine Chiron in Aries, but also really starting to approach that opposition to Jupiter, which they're going to spend a long time in opposition with this Mercury retrograde, which is really a weird tug of war between our logical mind and our intuitive mind. And it makes even making more intuitive decisions a little bit more challenging, because we do have to have some sort of almost logical truth behind situations and feelings too. So it's a very weird time, and the point is we have to make decisions in our life right now, and we have to kind of take unique turns and release and let go, start like letting go of things that are just obviously like, it's like there is obvious things that are just not providing value to life. We gotta like drop those things so that we can pick up more of the gold in life and get more return on the investment of the energy that we're putting into things. But it's confusing because there isn't like concrete logic, and even our intuition, like we want to believe it and we want to like trust it, but we can get lost and sort of, you know, put ourselves into illusions with things too. I think the main purpose is we have to make some kind of adjustments for better in our life. We could be wrong, and that's okay. None of this is like, I think we can get a little caught up in thinking things are like so concrete. Like one decision now is just going to be the most concrete thing you ever did in your life. And I would say sometimes there are decisions that have that kind of ramification, but sometimes it's smaller than that. And don't worry so much about anything. Just try your best to trust yourself, even though you could be wrong. And even though there isn't logic, but there's some logic. But I don't want to, you know, that's where this gets very confusing. And I just want to challenge people to let their body and their gut kind of override the mind, because I think the mind is going to feel overwhelmed right now with trying to, you know, really make the perfect choice, or just you just got to figure this one out for yourself and trust yourself, and just take the big main thing, honestly, is to take accountability for whatever choice you might make in your life. And that's the emotional sort of responsibility that we're all kind of being asked to have, especially with Pluto leaving Capricorn soon and finishing up here with all this, and Saturn getting ready to station direct in Pisces. Is we have to trust ourselves enough to do things and be okay with maybe not being right, but not shaming or guilting ourselves for not being right, and just taking accountability for the decisions that we make. And to try and do things from our heart, and to try and do things from the place where we are just trying to be better humans. We're trying to have better relationships. We're trying to make more money. We're trying to be a better just person, right? And that's why I think this is, you know, very interesting and challenging. The moon's going to finish off the day with a sextile to Saturn. And it's also going to trine Venus right when it comes in. It also squares Mars right when it comes in. And they're weird quincunx. So the weird sort of like tension, but also like the action of seeing what's better for us, and then, you know, kind of putting that resilience together to manifest it, and to put work into ourselves and to make calls is so important right now. And it'll alleviate stress, and I think it'll make us feel more empowered just by doing it. We just got to kind of like disregard in some ways the outcome, and just try to do what we feel is right. That's the main thing. And again, it's the integrity to do the right thing when no one's looking. It's the integrity and the resilience to just be the best you can be, and to try your best right now, and to not worry or stress, but to kind of make decisions, give it up to God, give it up to the universe, and just do what you can do. And that's where we're going to find and build a lot of confidence in our own faith, in ourselves, in our trust, and in the life that we're trying to manifest and create for ourselves. So big energy today, coming up to a full moon, which is super erratic with Uranus, and kind of like very like shocking to our nervous system in a lot of ways. So we almost have to like prepare for that shock a little bit and release the fear around it, and to kind of embrace where we're going to position ourselves in life moving forward. The Fool. Man, I'm pulling so many major. I think that's 3 major arcanas in a row from different decks that were all shuffled live while I record this. But Fool card, which I think is so funny, right? Because it is that sort of just kind of trusting our intuition, trusting our gut to kind of just make the right call for ourselves, and to not worry so much or overthink or overjudge things, but to just try and do what's best, and almost to like have that sort of youthfulness, that naivety that the Fool can bring, because we got to go on this journey, and we just got to be able and willing to kind of create it as we go, and realize that we're not perfect, and things aren't all, things take time, and it just, we're kind of, we're just being asked to like sort of go on the journey and make calls for what is going to be the best journey for ourselves right now, and to like let go of the fear that we're not going to be able, that something's not going to go right, or that we, really messed up and it's all over. It's not. But it's a good test to see at least where your intuitive compass is at. And I think that, it's where we can find a lot right now. So I love you all. Have a beautiful Thursday. I'll see you all for the full moon tomorrow. And I might have a little surprise on this channel for that full moon too. We'll see. Love you all. Peace.